on.
Hey guys, this is Brett from Formflex Compound, and we had a lot of interest in turning this Formflex mold into something that looks like wood, and I'm going to show you how we did that. So first of all, Tammy bought this Reticate liquid wood. Now read the directions carefully. It's really thick and you have to stir it real well. And basically all we're going to do, I'm just going to do a little bit of it because we already have one that Tammy finished yesterday. So you just take a little bit of the Reticate, use long strokes, and you just brush it on. Very simple. So you can see I'm just going to do that much, but it goes on just like paint. And when it's done, it looks like this. All right, so after we get to this process, after it's finished, then we chose some Minwax wood finish. It's a red chestnut.
Can you bring that closer?
Penetrating stain.
There you go. Okay.
But you can use anything you want. We just wanted a dark color. And you can do it several ways. The way that we're doing it is to mix it real well, which is, it's already been mixed. And you can either take a rag, which we did with this one. We took a rag to it and then came back with a brush. This one I'm just going to brush because this is so dark already, and Tammy added a little bit of tint to the Reticate to make it a little darker. So, and I'm going to show you afterwards that if you don't use this, well, I'll show you now. See how it looks kind of plasticky? If you don't put the Reticate, it's liquid wood underneath of it. It looks more like plastic than wood.
And the one that you're working on, I didn't add tint to it. This one right here, I added tint to the Reticate.
Okay, so same thing, just a little bit of stain, long strokes, and you can see how it automatically goes into the deep spots. And this is going to take a few coats because it's so dark. Now with stains, as you probably already know, if you get too much in one area, just take a rag. I don't know if you can see how it's kind of pooled up. If you just take and touch it with a rag, it'll take off a lot of the pooling up stuff. Now if you want to have that dark look, then just leave it on. And I want the dark look, so I'm leaving it on. And you see how it just kind of runs everywhere. That's why we have a nice work area to sit, for it to sit on, because it's going to get stuff everywhere. Very simple to do. It flows very easily. Now this is just the first coat, as you know, so I'll show you in a second here when I'm done with the first coat. Make sure you go around all the edges. That's where we always seem to forget. Okay, at this point, you can leave it like that. And if you look closely, you can see how it pools up in the low spots. You can leave it if you want, or you can dab it out. And you'll see how much darker this one is because this has 2 coats on it. So I'm going to leave it pooled up. And what you can do is if you let it set for a while, it just depends on the temperature and humidity. You can start pulling that stuff out and you can create streaks. I'll see if I can do it. It hasn't really sat that long, but you can pull, if you can see this pool up right here, you can pull it out and you see how it's creating a streak and it doesn't give you that pool anymore. You can do that and it'll make it look like wood grain. But that's what I would do with the second coat.
And you can use any color stain, any kind.
Any color, any kind. We're using, we're not using a latex stain. We're using a some kind of a petroleum-based stain. Like, I don't even know what the base is. But you can see how, like, I can create little lines with my brush. But it's easier to do after it dries. You can see, especially right there where I just did it. See how I'm making little lines? And anyway, that's how we do it, but it does take a second coat to give it the dark richness so it makes it look like wood. And remember to follow us on Formflex Compound and look at our group page, Formflex Compound Creations, and please post your projects. All right, thank you.
Do you want to show them that it doesn't mess with the flexibility?
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And even afterwards, it's still flexible. There you go.